Hi everyone and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Luna and I make Animal Crossing videos every single week. So if you're into Fairycore or decorating videos or Animal Crossing in general, maybe consider subscribing to join our little AC family. Last week we decorated this beautiful double neighborhood for Gala and Mary. I love the way that it turned out. If you're interested to see how I created this, I'll leave a link to this video in the time cards on top that will take you straight to that video. In today's video, we will be decorating Peanut's yard, which is our last villager home to decorate for this island. So without further ado, let's get right into the video. So here is the area that I will be decorating. This area is next to the sunken fairy garden that we created for Chelsea's yard, and it's also right behind the butterfly garden. So I'm going to be connecting this area with those two areas. So I'm just going to start by carving out some cliffs so that it looks more natural, and I'm going to be carving out a little space so I can put Peanut's house. I know in my last video I said that Gala and Mary were the last two villager homes left to decorate. Well, I completely forgot about Peanut, and I only remembered her because I was going around my island and trying to brainstorm which area I was going to decorate next. And I was working on creating the second character home so that I can create the coffee/bookstore, which by the way, it was a tie between that and the flower shop, but the coffee shop won by like 2%. So in an upcoming video, I will be creating that coffee shop. But if you did vote for the flower shop, I will be creating one somewhere on my island, so don't worry. But while I was roaming around my island and I saw a villager home on my beach, which is where I usually put my villager homes when I start, and I look and I'm like, who is this? And I saw that it's Peanut's house, and I was like, oh my gosh, I completely forgot about her. So I decided to push back the coffee/bookstore and work on her yard. After a lot of brainstorming, I decided to put her house here because I did want to surround the back of the sunken fairy garden with some cliffs, and then later on I'm going to put a bridge behind the two valiant statues so that there's a waterfall coming down in between them. Once I get to that, I'll show you guys what I mean. But for Peanut's yard, I'm just going to add some waterfalls and two rivers on each side of her house, and I'm also going to be adding a bridge on the other side that will connect Peanut's yard to Chelsea's yard. I did want to add a staircase here, but when I was counting how many staircases I had left, I realized that I only have two. So I was like, let me be a little bit smart about this and save my two staircases for something else. And so that's when I decided to just use a bridge. But I'm going to show you guys how the area looks just in case you want to recreate this for your island. So here's the front of Peanut's house. She has a good amount of space in front of her yard to decorate. Here is how the left side looks with the waterfalls and the floating mum. And here's how the right side looks with a little river connecting all of the waterfalls. And here's how the bridge looks. I did go for the stone bridge. So now we're going to start decorating. I'm going to start by laying all of the custom designs, and this build is going to be heavy on custom designs. Most of my builds are heavy on custom designs only because I like the look of the custom designs, and I also love the custom designs that I picked out, but also I like to leave enough space so that you can walk through. Personally, I hate when an area is super cluttered. If it's cluttered, at least give me some space to get out of it or walk through. I just hate getting stuck, and I also don't like seeing my villagers get stuck in an area, so I try my best to leave open spaces but still make it look cute and filled. And I feel like the custom designs really help me achieve that. So you will see a lot of custom designs or rivers because sometimes I feel like when an area is wide, I get a little overwhelmed and I need to narrow the space out. So to do that, I'll create some little rivers, and it also looks nice on your map. So if you don't know what to do in an area, whip out your waterscaping tool and just start creating little ponds, and trust me, it will make the area look so much better. If you guys want, I could create a video going in more depth on how I start and plan out my builds. I know how it feels to not know how to start or how to just look at an area and start decorating. Trust me, my first island was not the best, only because I didn't know what this game was all about. I thought it was a game where you do something and then you win. I guess unlocking KK Slider is you winning the game because you get the island designer app and you get to decorate your island, but remember to just have fun with this game and put it down when you feel burnt out. I only play this game once a week. The other 6 days I'm playing other games like Disney Dreamlight Valley, Zelda, Harry Potter, Hogwarts Legacy, and Elden Ring on the P5, which now that I think about it, it's probably the reason why I get so much inspo and can decorate so many things because Zelda, Harry Potter, and Elden Ring all have that fantasy aspect to their games, and my brain probably just stores it in my memory. So when I log into this game, I'm just like, oh, I can create this and that. I completely abandoned Disney Dreamlight Valley though. I logged in for the Tiana event, finished that, and then I haven't logged in since then. I still want to finish my valley and do a nice little tour of how everything looks. There's just so many items in that game that every time I think I'm done with an area, I want to use the new item that I got. So maybe after I finish this island and give you guys a tour, I'll do a little tour of my Disney Dreamlight Village. So yeah, we're almost done with this area. I'm just going to finish filling in the empty spaces with some flowers, glowing mosses, bushes, weeds, and trees. I didn't like the circle here, so I just removed it and moved it up so I can add the angle sign to let you know that a villager lives here. And then I thought it would look cute to add some iron garden chairs here with the garden table and a cute little coffee for Peanut whenever she wants to just come here and relax. And then when I thought I was done with this build, I went back and started decorating the top part because I just felt like it looked very empty. So I'm just going to add just a couple of trees and items that I found in my storage just so that I can fill in the empty spaces. I might go back and change everything, but for now I'll leave it as it is. I'm not sure what I'm going to be doing back here, but I do have some plans for a butterfly pond and I still need to move my campsite, so there's a lot of ideas I can do. And I've been super obsessed with adding these valiant statues everywhere, and I do have like 30 more of these left in my storage, so I'm probably not going to stop anytime soon. And I added the ruin arch here to kind of blend the valiant statues together. So now I'm finishing up this little area so we can be completely done with this build. And I'm just adding some flowers, and I haven't added a peach tree on this island in a while, so I decided to add one here. And then I'm going to go back and add Peanut's photo in front of her house. So here's how the area looks. I wanted to do a little tour of her yard so you guys can have a better look of everything. She's home right now with Chelsea, and I thought that that was just the cutest thing ever. They're such bestie neighbors. And if you head over the bridge, it will lead you to the sunken fairy garden and Chelsea's house. Here is a view of the valiant statues behind her house. They look so good. Here is the view as soon as you're up here. I love how it looks, and I love the bears. They're just so cute here. Here is a down view of the front of her house and the little mini waterfall. And here's a closer look of the left side of her house and a little bit of the back. Here's how the front and the right side look. Super obsessed with her yard. It just looks so beautiful. And finally, here's an overview of the whole area. Super in love with her yard. It just looks so whimsical, so magical. And I just know Peanut is happier here than on the beach. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed the build and the video, let me know by hitting the like button. And if you want to see more videos like this, consider subscribing to join our little AC family. Also, don't forget to have your post notifications on so you don't miss out on any future videos. I love you all so much. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!